Welcome back to the build. Almost finished with doors. Got to do the final top coat on about 6 more, and then if I'd ever have to sand a door again, it'll be too soon. Man, this has been a process, but we are taking a little bit of a break from this today to start setting up our workshop in the basement. For those of you who don't know, we are planning to do a little workshop in one of the quadrants of the basement, and then eventually, after we're moved in and everything, probably build a larger shop down close to where the trailer is now that we're living in. But we're rapidly moving into the finished carpentry phase of this build, and it's going to be helpful to have routers and planers and all that stuff set up where we can cut, trim, and do some of this fine detail work and finished carpentry type things. So first thing we have to do is get our dust collection set up. Turns out I'm a little bit allergic to pine sawdust, I just discovered recently. And so we want to get the dust collection part of the shop all set up and ready to go so we can start hooking up tools. Got to thank Northern Tool and Equipment for helping us out with this. They provided us with the Dust Right collection system made by Rockler, and we're about to go set that up right now. Okay, so this is the area that I'm going to set up a workshop. This is 1/4 of the basement. And I've already got a couple of nice workbenches that I built before at our last place. And in fact, I made a video about how to do that, if you want to watch it. It's a workbench with a couple drawers. And so I'll bring that stuff up here. We have that in storage, and kind of line the wall with toolboxes and workbench and things like that. I'm gonna put the dust collection thing there. But before I do any of that, I need to fix this lighting situation. It's very dark down here. I've got the camera jacked up to like 1000 ISO. So I'm gonna just put up some quick like LED strips, and then we'll see what we got. That was pretty painless, quick and dirty. Let's see if they work. Holy yes! Those are cool. They're a little bit cooler than this one in terms of color temperature, but man, that makes a nice difference, doesn't it? So let me show you what I just did. So these are just little LED tube lights that I got off Amazon, and they come in a 6-pack. You can either direct wire, or you can either wire them using the plug with the little switch on it. They also have a direct wire pigtail, and then they also have these little lugs that allow you to connect each light to each light directly. So this is the pigtail, or this is a connector for if you want to span them across something like that. You have to make a turn. And then these have the little direct connectors in each, making one long strip. And then here, I couldn't put that there because it would hit that duct. So I put it up against the wall there and used another little wire connector, pigtail looking thing. And I have an extra left over, an extra light, but they also have a plug that you put into the end if you're not going to connect another one. So it's all sealed up. I mean, that's pretty neat. And these are very inexpensive, and they solve the problem. So I'm going to have probably leave the chop saw here, just kind of reconfigure it a little bit. And now, since I already have that plywood mounted on the board, I'll mount the dust collector there, and we can run hoses off that, and then we'll just set up tools that need dust collection kind of along this area. And then I'll put some workbenches over there, and nothing will be in the way in the middle of the floor. We can move tables out here, set up what we need to set up as we're working on projects, and it won't block the doorway to come in to get to the rest of the house. There's another one of our doors that we finished. Turned out pretty nice. Okay, this is the Dust Right wall-mounted dust collector from Rockler that I got from Northern Tool and Equipment. That's a mouthful. Let's see what we're dealing with here. I don't know, man. We're going to be screwing this thing through plywood into these plastic studs. If this works and it doesn't fall off the wall, that would be a pretty good testament to the quality of ICF studs. This connects to the motor, and then you got 2 ports for your hoses. If you only have 1 hose, you can cap one off. Good to go. The reason this is so heavy, it's a 1.5 horsepower, 12 amp motor with one heck of a blower. I don't know, man. I hope that holds, because this is no freaking joke. 12 inches hole to hole, and these holes are 16 on center, which is nice. So let's go up here, let's see where we're gonna be. Where do we want to put this? So the foam is 2 5/8. This is 1/2 inch. That's 3 inches. Right up almost to the concrete. This will probably almost touch the concrete. If this doesn't hold, I'll switch to Tapcons and do like a 4-inch long Tapcon and go straight in the concrete. Cross your fingers that this works, because I don't actually have 4-inch Tapcons today. All right, now we're gonna put these heavy-duty rubber dampers on. Nice. Nice, at least our measurements are correct. Supposed to, according to the directions, you have 2 people mount this bad boy, because it's heavy. I don't have another person, so let's try it. What, am I stuck? There we go. That wasn't terrible, but I wouldn't want to hold that up there too far, too long. Oh, I think it's good. That's freaking solid. Just on these deals, little window. All right. Guildbrook form, comedy of errors. I don't know if that's right or not. Cap. Now we need a hose. All right, they sent me a hose too. I think that's what's in here. 4-inch diameter expandable hose. 3 feet to 21 feet. That'll cover half this basement. I could turn into a shop. So I got some goodies for this. I'm waiting on a couple more boxes with some more goodies to make it work. Little thingy to prevent sucking up big chunks. What do I? I'm like that dude that has a freaking rocket backpack thing that flies around now. Did you ever see that on YouTube? Pretty cool. Dude flies. More thingies. And that's what I was looking for. Basically, this kit lets you mount some stuff to the wall, but it basically is turning it into a huge shop vac to clean up your area.
Is that where you're gonna keep it?
Yeah, because all my tools are gonna be down here that I generate dust with. This is like a vacuum attachment, and this is a little grate that keeps it from sucking up big chunks of wood. So you can put that on there. Extensions have a splice, but they are so tight, like it won't go in. So we're gonna soften it up a little bit. money. So this thing goes onto like a tool that has a big 4-inch port, like a cabinet saw. This one goes on a smaller one, like that saw right there, which is exactly why I wanted it, because look at all that freaking dust. Easy solve that problem. Just don't melt it.
How'd you get it up there by yourself? Back around a ladder.
No, I got under there, and I pre-did all this, so it was ready to go. I just
Lifted and hooked it.
lifted and hooked it, and it's got rubber pads behind it to dampen the vibration. You got a port for 2 different hoses, so you could run 2 different tools. It's got a remote, so it'll turn on remotely.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's like full on the deal. And
You just reuse that bag?
yeah, you just empty the bag. And it's got a little window here. It tells you you're not supposed to fill it more than half full, it says. Sweet. I'm gonna go empty that. And no more dust bag business. Okay, let's hook up the hose and we should be done. Like I said, this thing goes from 3 feet to 21 feet. And that thing is heavy duty, no joke. I just vacuumed the whole floor and vacuumed off the saw. I'm gonna hook up this. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see it. I'm gonna hook this up and see how it actually functions with a tool. That fits beautifully. Everything is, the fit and finish of everything is nice. It's like right on. Okay, so now you can just pop this off, put it on here. Tools, freaking awesome, man. I am not gonna murder some 2x4s. It'd be like lighting money on fire. But here's some junk. So many of you, if you're in the United States, are familiar with Northern Tool and Equipment. They're a family-owned and operated business celebrating their 40th anniversary this year. They have 120 stores across the country and everything online at northerntool.com. It's a great place to gear up. Northern Tool serves hardworking pros and serious DIYers across auto shops, construction, welders, farmers, landscapers, and more. They have quality tools for serious work. Northern Tool also provides expert parts, service, and repair teams in all of their stores who can get your equipment tuned up and running right. This thing is awesome. Man, I'm so happy to have this. I've always wanted one because it throws so much dust and crap all over the place when I'm down here working. Just like after about every day, I gotta vacuum everything up and it's just not good for you. I can just move it around and attach it to different tools. Okay, so this is configured with the handles on the hose, so I can move the hose wherever I need to, put it on here for the 4-inch dust ports. This is the perfect setup that I'll use when I get the cabinet saw, for the big table saw, and possibly a planer jointer, larger shop tools with a 4-inch port. I had ordered a separate hose system that works with a shop vac and connects to this, and it comes with a bunch of little tool ports for small things like your hand sanders, possibly a router table. But that is back ordered for like 30 days. So I actually found one on Amazon that does the same thing, and we're gonna try this out. This is actually I got a long hose so I can move it around anywhere I need to in the shop. So it comes with this hose, and I think this is a 30-footer. And then all the connectors for all the possible different little tools that you'll use. So we're going to check that out. So this system is very versatile. They make so many different components and adapters and everything. You can set up this system for any shop, all the tools you have. Again, it's got this Y connector. This can come off. You can put a gate on here so you can switch back and forth between each port. I don't have the gate yet, but I'm going to hook this up. This is an adapter that goes on here that you can use a regular shop vac hose on your dust collector. I'm going to put this on real quick. Now you can use a smaller hose like this one. Put that bad boy on there. Like I said, I don't have a gate, so we'll take this off and plug this in. For now we've got our main hose hooked up here. And this bad boy is 30 feet long. All right, on this end, this is the bag of attachments. Quick click series of dust collection accessories. So you've got a couple of these, some of these, basically everything you need to fit whatever tool you're using. Got the DeWalt sander. It comes with this goofy thing, which is a little bit pointless. I mean, it's cleaned out right now, but usually it's overflowing. So let's figure out which one of these fits. That one does not fit. What's this thing? Is this 2-in-1? No. No. That does not fit. How about that? There we go. That one fits perfect. Okay. How does this work? Oh, just like that. I like that a lot. Cool, I'm gonna leave a link below to this. So that's that. I don't have anything to sand down here right now, but obviously you can see this is a great attachment for this. And it fits a small tool better than trying to adapt one of these honking big 4-inch ports. That just doesn't work because you're all up in your work. So this is the answer right here. And then you can take this and hook it up to your shop vac if you're in a different place away from your main dust collection system, which is what I am doing right now. Upstairs, I still have about 8 doors I need to sand the first coat on the poly. So I'm gonna take this rig up, hook it to the shop vac, and I'll be able to sand those doors now with decent dust collection. Got this hose set up. It replaces your regular shop vac hose. Now you got a 30-footer. This thing will reach anywhere in the house. I'm in the far corner of the house right here. All right, let's give her a shot. Shot back. Working. Well, we got a good start on getting our basement shop set up. All of the dust collection is set up, regardless of where I need to work and what tool I need to use, so that's good. Still got a ways to go to get all the other components set up. I still got workbenches and tools and like drill presses, saws, all that stuff is in storage, and I'm slowly kind of getting things out as I need them, and I'm getting into the trim phase real soon. So I've got a few other tools I want to show you, courtesy of Northern Tool. I want to thank them again for sponsoring today's episode and sending us that cool Dust Right dust collection system. I'm going to get to finishing these doors, and then we'll move on to the next phase, and we'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you watching.